Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Texans going up against the Colts. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Tolzien. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Tolzien. Pass incomplete. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
10 yards still left on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete here. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that brings up fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Texans a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
The tight end changing his position. They go play action here on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and the Texans are going to have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
DeQuell Jackson may not get the attention other inside linebackers get, but check his stats. Year in and year out, they may take him to the Pro Bowl.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, Osweiler. His pass caught at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Osweiler. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's got some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Tolzien. Left side, it's Dorsett. It's a pickup of 21. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
One receiver left is Hilton. Tolzien. That's caught at the 1. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carlos Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start to drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Over. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Set.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Lamar Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They go play action with Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So they're operating in the red zone. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. First and goal here from the 2. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Play action. It's Osweiler. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Steven Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They go back to the air here after the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
The penalty, it's Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. One receiver left is Hilton. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And it's third down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then
and now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Colts will turn it over to Pat McAfee to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Backing up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now it's Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now that was well defended.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. see if they stay on the ground for second down. One receiver left is Hilton. Now Tolzien. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Tolzien. Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second down, Osweiler. His throw incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Houston. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Good, good. Here we go. Leopard. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, 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 Leopard. Here we go now.
And the play clock's running down. Again, it's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 36. 7-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
A first down carry now for Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
We've got a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tolzien. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Tolzien. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll set up to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They begin with a run by Miller. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
All right, here we go.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. One receiver left is Hilton.
Here we go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90. Over. Detroit.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the shadow of their own goal line. But they did there because they knew the guys up front would give them time. They weren't able to complete it, but it was a nice attempt.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to throw. Caught on the right outside by Dorsett. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now.
Tolzien. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have